Dismembered, right? Dismembered. Missing woman found. Sarah Goodwin, right? Being dismembered. 28-year-old Henry David Cossette, right? Let me just call him Henry, right? He was arrested this past Saturday after authorities responded to a fire at 3 a.m. within an apartment. The fire was intentionally set, right? Henry set the fire, right? The 28-year-old, he confessed to murdering 19-year-old Sarah Goodwin, who disappeared earlier this month, February 2022. Henry, right? Henry told authorities he set the fire to end his own life. He basically told authorities that his purpose, his intentions of setting the fire was to commit suicide, right? That's what he told authorities, right? An address was given to authorities by Henry as he told authorities that it was he who left the victim's body in South Houston. He confessed, right? Confessing to murdering Sarah, the young individual I spoke on, right? Authorities stated the results are pending on the human remains in which were found. They have the ID and examination and everything, right? Charges against Henry stem from murdering Sarah Goodwin, right? She was young, very young, right? He strangled the victim, then dismembered her. And then when it comes to her remains, right, how they were hidden, he hid her remains. That's in fact what the situation involved. See, I question her background, the individual he killed, right? I'll get to that in a bit. Friends said Sarah Goodwin, she was last seen on February 6th. She was seen on February 6th, 2022, right, near South Course Drive. She was pulled into a white Honda CRV, right? The year of the vehicle, it was a 2015 through 2017. That information is in between, as in it has to be accurate, right? It's not completely thorough on which the vehicle, the model, right? The year 2015 to 2017 Honda CRV, right? Within authorities saying Sarah didn't appear to be abducted. That's what authorities said, that she didn't appear to be abducted. A surveillance video shows the missing person got into the vehicle willingly. That's why authorities said that she wasn't abducted, because there's surveillance cameras pertaining to the situation that happened, right? Picked up on camera. To get into a vehicle willingly, right, shows no abduction on the end of authorities, right? When it comes to missing persons, if you look like you yes. If you willingly just say, I'm going to go ahead and get into a vehicle, right, willingly, that's where authorities will look at it as no abduction, right? But who's to really say, right? Getting into a vehicle is one thing willingly, but say the vehicle goes and rolls somewhere or whatever the situation, how it played out, and say the individual could have been taken after willingly getting to a vehicle. Like whoever was driving the vehicle might have said, we're going to go to this location or whatever, and then after that, say the individual didn't no longer want to be around whoever was driving the vehicle. How the situation played out, then that's where it could point to abduction. Just because someone willingly gets into a vehicle doesn't mean that that's abduction, but say a situation could have played out after where the Sarah might not have wanting to be in the company of whoever was driving the vehicle after she got into the vehicle, right? There could have been an abduction right after that, right? And the case is an open investigation. Sarah's phone was recovered by friends of Sarah's. The phone was recovered at Victoria Park apartment complex. Sarah was a sex worker and or known to do sex work, right? That's where I said I question her history, because ever be involved in sex work or be a sex worker is how people get abducted as well. Yes, kidnapped, abducted, and all the rest. Sex worker, that's in fact was part of her history, which, yeah, you have to be very careful doing that line of work, right? There has been, I was thinking of sex trafficking and stuff like that. There has been advocates who feel Sarah was taken against her will, right? Henry, the individual who I mentioned in the opening of the video, right? He was charged with arson, murder, and tampering evidence and fabricating evidence. So yes, dear viewers, let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the whole situation when it comes to Sarah. How she just disappeared and then she's found remains. What was the situation that played out in between? Because as I stated before, to willingly get into a vehicle, as authorities stated, does not mean to be abducted. To willingly get into a vehicle, but the time frame. You willingly get into a vehicle, but then you're found, your remains are found, right? That's to say something must have taken place. But not only that, the abduction, of say if she got into the vehicle, right? You willing, like the cameras picked up that she willingly got into the vehicle. But then once the car screeches off or skids away, right? That's to say what happened during that time frame. Was there a willingness, willingly, right? Did she willingly just say, I want to be in this vehicle after she entered it? The abduction, where abduction takes place. Law enforcement once again says she willingly got into the vehicle. Cameras picked that up, the surveillance camera. But once you're in a vehicle, that's where an abduction, in fact, could take place. And that seemed like that's what happened with her situation. She got into the vehicle, and that's where the abduction took place, after the vehicle rolled off. InvestigationDiscovery.com is where we are, and the logo is at the far left corner. Yeah, because in order for somebody to say be found, their remains, human remains, that's to say something had to have happened pertaining to a kidnap or something, or she be alive. I would say that the abduction, well, don't seem like she could have been abducted. Well, something must have happened because she was killed. He's above my head, right? So once someone is killed, as I say, was there a willingness in that? You being killed. The individual that was found, her human remains, was there any willingness in that being killed? So to say that she could have been murdered by ways of force is even asked once again over the abduction. You were killed against your will. So that's to say abduction could have played a part in that, the situation, however it played out, the in between, the time frame of when she got into the vehicle, when you willingly just say, let me get in this vehicle right quick, and then you just go missing. That's where the missing part, well, yes, the missing, when she was missing in the beginning, February 6th, right, the time frame of human remains and your body being found and all the rest, you're going missing and all the rest, the questions of the missing aspect. She didn't kill herself against her will. And then, not only that, he said he set the fire to kill himself. So how come he's not dead and she is? That's where the question stands. So, dear viewers, and not only that, what would have been his issue as in wanting to kill himself in his own life by ways of fire, but instead he took someone else's life? That's where the question stands. So, dear viewers, let me know what you think and feel about this video. May you enjoy your day. I will in fact enjoy mine, and I'm gone for now. 1.